themselves. They're set to go as they will match up with the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready? Kill 20! I'm scared. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 46 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6.
Stafford. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Week 5 for Aaron Jones, by the way, was a game for the ages at Dallas. 19 carries, 107 yards, 4 touchdowns. First Packer to run for 4 scores since Dorsey Levens 20 years ago, and the first player ever to run for 4 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys.
First down, Green Bay.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Let's go. 15 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Middle.
Stafford now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said,
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 78 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they've ramped things up just a little bit to start the 2nd quarter.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
3 down. Mike 42. Watch the pass.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Mike 42, check.
Check, Mike 42. Let's go, D.
Hurry!
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Hey, orbit.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 42.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
No, 319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Cat 300. Cat 300. Hey, 5-7.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It's just me and you.
Check 30.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Inside.
I got you.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Johnson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Hurry!
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Monday. Squeeze, double.
Check. Bravo.
Check, hot.
Hey, easy.
Hey, Mike's 42.
Hey, red.
Set the tone.
Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're on 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The final shot before half for Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 17, Rodgers. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming this greatest rapper in a sense. But then he comes